Hello everyone, I thought I would make a video on my Rod Stewart singles this time. My original intention was to buy Rod Stewart singles from the period that he was with the Faces, and not exactly complete one from that period either. My intention was to buy singles from 71 to 74, but as you can guess, it kind of spread from there. I really don't know how complete collection of Rod Stewart singles I have. My guess is that I have at least more or less all UK single releases, not necessarily as UK pressings, but at least all the singles that were released during that period in the UK. I know that there are some singles like Country Comfort, which I don't have, but I think that was only released in Holland. So yeah, and trying to figure out like which one were Rod Stewart single releases and which one were reissues was really difficult. You could pick up some single and see that, okay, that was originally released in 71, then was released 72, 73, 74, 76. Like, were they released in different countries in such different times, or were they like compilation released in 74 in some country, and that's why the single was really released there then to support that compilation, and again in some other country in 76. It was way too difficult. I don't know. But anyway, these are the ones that I have now. I do have Faces singles also, but I will make a separate video for Faces singles. So my oldest one is from this period is Handbags and Glad Rags, back with Man of Constant Sorrow. Then that was from the An Old Raincoat Will Never Let You Down. Next one is from the Gasoline Alley album. It's All Over Now, back with Joe's Lament. And then onto the Every Picture Tells a Story album. I Know I'm Losing You, back with Mandolin Wind. Great single, great album. Then Maggie May, back with Reason to Believe. Then onto the Never a Dull Moment, You Wear It Well, back with Lost Paraguayos. Second single from the same album, Twisting the Night Away, back with You Wear It Well. Third single from the same album, Angel, back with What's Made Milwaukee Famous Has Made a Loser Out of Me. Then sort of an in-between single. This is Rod Stewart, Oh No Not My Baby, back with Rod and Faces, Jody. So this one I shall show also when I make the Faces single video. So one side is solo Rod Stewart and another one is Faces. Okay, and then onto the Smiler album. This is Farewell, back with Bring It On Home to Me, You Send Me. This is Austrian pressing. And then we move on to the Sailing Atlantic Crossing album. Sailing, back with Stone Cold Sober. And another version of same single, Sailing, Stone Cold Sober, this one being Italian pressing. Another single from Atlantic Crossing, This Old Heart of Mine, Three-Time Loser. Killing of Georgie, parts 1 and 2. Back with Fool for You. First cut is the deepest. Back with Killing of Georgie, parts 1 and 2. Tonight's the Night. Back with The Ball Trap. Then non-album single Get Back. Back with Trade Winds. And then we move on to the Footloose and Fancy Free album. You're in My Heart. Back with You Really Got a Nerve. And Hot Legs. Back with I Was Only Joking. Okay, like I said, I think these cover all the singles from 71 to 77. Not so sure about 69, 70, and I think these include all of the British single releases, but not necessarily British pressings. Didn't pay attention if actually any of those were British pressings. Anyway, let's check all the rest of the stuff that I have found. This was interesting because this is actually prior. This is from 68, so 68 he was still with the Jeff Beck group, so are these even older recordings, or did he make this single while he was still with Jeff Beck? I don't know. This is a Little Misunderstood, back with So Much to Say. And when I bought this single, I thought that, okay, that's a reissue, because this picture is obviously later, but it's actually a sticker. Somebody has later on put the sticker on there. Not a good song. This is one of those cases, you know, where they have recorded the song and thought that really not a good song. So what could we do to improve that? I know, let's put strings on it. That always improves it. Yeah, not this time. It makes it even worse. Really not a good one. Okay, on to year 79. This one is from the Greatest Hits album. If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. Back with Last Summer. Then on to 1983. Baby Jane was on the B-side. Ready Now. Yeah. Then after Footloose and Fancy Free, I actually only have one album, well, one studio album and Unplugged. And the album that I have is Camouflage. And I have two singles from that. Some Guys Have All the Luck. Back with I Was Only Joking. And I think the Rod Stewart released this Some Guys Have All the Luck pretty much the same time as Robert Palmer. I think both of their versions are good. I prefer Rod's version, but I think Robert Palmer's version is also good. And I think maybe the first single, not sure of first or second, but Infatuation. What was the B-side? Three-Time Loser. Yeah, honestly, I bought the Camouflage album because of these two songs. Rest of the album is rather awful, to be honest. I mean, it includes really awful version of Freeze All Right Now, which Rod has once said that it's the worst thing he has ever done. Okay, on to 1985. Jeff Beck with Rod Stewart. People Get Ready. Back with Back on the Street. Back on the Street does not feature Rod's vocals. It's Karen Lawrence. Great song, great version. And this one from the late 80s is really great song in my opinion. Every Beat of My Heart, back with Trouble. Trouble being from the Camouflage album, rather awful song. Once again, very surprising, but really I like this song. Okay, this next song, I do like the song, especially I like the original version, and I like this cover, but I have a really big problem with this song. It's Rod Stewart with Tina Turner, It Takes Two, back with live version of Hot Legs. And my problem is that I really strongly connect this version with the Pepsi ad. I mean, for some reason, there are other songs that I remember, like Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go? What was the Eddie Cochran song? I mean, there were a few other which had big hits because of those. Those were used in a jeans commercial. This one was a Pepsi commercial. I don't know why it doesn't bother me with those other songs, but with this one it does bother me. I always think of that Pepsi commercial, and yeah, that's a good version as such, but it always reminds me of that commercial, and I don't like it. Back in the early 2000s, when I were regular visitor on Mojo boards, there was one thing that people hated when they talked about Rod Stewart, and those were his cover versions of Tom Waits songs, but I like them. Downtown Train, back with King of Georgia Parts 1 and 2. Yeah, I never had problems with these. Obviously, there's also the thing that at this point I still didn't listen to Tom Waits, but now that I do, it doesn't bother me. I like these versions. I think they are good versions. Second one being Tom Traubert's Blues, Watching Matilda, back with No Holding Back. Yeah, and then from the Unplugged album, Reason to Believe, back with It's All Over Now. Or Unplugged and Seated. Yeah, and after that, I still have one more, which is Python Lee Jackson featuring Rod Stewart, In a Broken Dream. What was to be Blues and Cloud, back with the Blues and Cloud 9. Yeah, I think Python Lee Jackson were Australian band, so I don't know how Rod came to sing on this single, but it's a really good one anyway. Okay, like I said, I will some other day make a video on my Faces singles, but that's it for this time. Hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye.